Interstate 95, Interstate 40, Interstate 10, you've driven on them your whole life. Merged, navigated, taken exits without ever once asking why those numbers. Where did they come from? What do they mean? Because they are not random. Every number on every interstate sign in the United States follows a code, a specific, deliberate system designed in 1956 by engineers who were in part preparing for a Soviet invasion. In 1919, a 28-year-old Army lieutenant named Dwight D. Eisenhower volunteered for something called the U.S. Army Transcontinental Motor Convoy. 81 military vehicles, 3,251 miles, Washington, D.C. to San Francisco. The convoy traveled on the Lincoln Highway, America's first coast-to-coast road, and took 62 days. Bridges collapsed under the weight of tanks. Vehicles broke through asphalt and sank into mud. The average speed? 5 miles per hour. In a military emergency, the United States Army could not move across its own country. Eisenhower wrote a memo after that convoy. He never forgot what it said. 34 years later, Eisenhower became president. His infrastructure priority was immediate and singular. On June 29, 1956, the Federal Aid Highway Act was signed. It authorized 41,000 miles of controlled access expressways, the largest public works project in American history, $500 billion in today's dollars, 35 years to complete. At peak construction, 220,000 workers were active simultaneously across 49 states. The earth moved during construction could have filled the Panama Canal 3 times over. Before a single mile of concrete was poured, someone had to name the roads. The American Association of State Highway Officials, AASO, spent months designing a numbering system with one requirement. Any driver should be able to navigate the entire country using nothing but the numbers on the signs. No maps, no directions, numbers only. Here is the system. Even number, east-west road. Interstate 10 along the southern border, Florida to California. Interstate 90 along the northern border, Seattle to Boston. Interstate 40 across the middle. Even number, east-west road. Odd number, north-south road. Numbers increase as you move north and east. The lowest even numbers are in the south. The lowest odd numbers are in the west. I-10 is southern. I-90 is northern. I-5 is western. I-5 is eastern. Know the number, know roughly where you are on the continent. 3-digit interstates I-285, I-495, I-195. Branch off the 2-digit highway indicated by the last 2 digits. The first digit tells you whether it comes back. Even first digit means a loop. I-285 circles Atlanta. It connects to I-85 at both ends. It brings you back. Odd first digit means a spur. I-195 takes you into downtown Baltimore. It does not exit. If the first digit is odd, you're entering. You're not leaving the same way. The numbering was navigational. The engineering was military. AASO guidelines mandated that no interstate overpass could be lower than 14 feet in height clearance. Every bridge, every tunnel, every overpass and 41,000 miles of highway built to allow the tallest military vehicles, including tank transporters, to pass without restriction. You can drive a military convoy from any point in the United States to any other point without a single low-clearance obstacle. That was a design requirement, not a side effect. And then there's the straightness rule. Federal specifications required that 1 out of every 5 miles of interstate be perfectly straight, with no overpasses for an extended length. The official reason given, driver attention and sight distance. The actual context, documented in the original FHWA design memos, in a nuclear emergency, those straight sections would function as emergency landing strips for military aircraft, bombers, transport planes, medevac. Straight sections of interstate, cleared of overhead structures, could receive aircraft if every airport within 500 miles was destroyed. The roads used to get to work were designed as emergency runways. The overpasses you drive under were built to military vehicle spec, and the numbers on the signs were designed so an army could navigate after every map was gone. Eisenhower's memo from 1919 described the Lincoln Highway as improved by the unaided efforts of individual states. It was a polite description of something that nearly prevented an army from moving. 37 years later, he built 41,000 miles of roads that could move that army anywhere, land planes anywhere, and be navigated by anyone using a 2-digit code. The next time you merge onto an even-numbered highway, you're on a road aligned east-west by intent. If it's 3 digits with an odd first number, it ends in a city with no way back. And if you drive a long straight mile with no overpass anywhere in sight, someone in 1956 thought that mile might need to land something. I'm curious, what interstate do you drive most? Check the number against the code and tell me in the comments if it checks out. And if you want more of the hidden systems behind the infrastructure around you, subscribe to Behind the Everyday.